Good morning, everybody. We are back in the studio today with Liz Jane, musician. And what else do you do, Liz?
Well, I have a real job, too.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm an economic analyst, but
wow.
I'm trying to do the music stuff.
Excellent. That's excellent. Which do you prefer, music or the economic analytics?
Definitely the music.
Yeah.
Way more fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Yeah, I can see that.
But thank you for having me.
Of course. No, it's my pleasure. We've got you in today to talk about music from the Manger, which is still in Port Royal this year. Last year was here, ironically enough, right across the street at the port.
Very cool.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a great location. Everything was fantastic. This year it's been moved to the YMCA here in Port Royal in the gym.
Yep.
You want to tell me a little bit more about the event?
Sure. So this year it's going to be just a one-night event, just a concert, but lots of performers. I think we have a young girl named Emery Ward from the Savannah,
excellent.
I think the Wild School of Music. And then Rock Solid will perform, and then also a big choir that they're calling the Music from the Manger Choir.
That's perfect.
So lots of holiday music for you if you're a fan. So
I'm sure.
definitely come out.
It's obviously it's the season.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a little bit more nostalgic during the holidays, and what better way than to spend a little bit of money?
Yep.
You're going out. You're gonna get dressed up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the Y. You're gonna sit down. You're gonna listen to some music and get in the holiday cheer.
It's going to be great.
Will there be refreshments?
You know, I'm not sure about that.
I think last year there was a little bit.
Yeah.
I know there was maybe some hot cocoa or some things like
Corner
that.
Perk sponsored and then
That's right.
provided the
Yeah.
refreshments. So maybe so.
Yeah.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, I'm sure. Don't hold us to it.
Right.
But
right.
there may be refreshments.
Yes.
It's not a BYOB, bring your own beverage
No.
kind of event.
No, it's at 7:30, so you can go somewhere before too.
Yeah,
and
for sure. Yeah, hit
enjoy
one of the
yourself.
Port Royal restaurants and then swing over to the Y and enjoy a
sure.
night of that. So how long have you been a musician?
Well, I played the piano probably when I was 5. I had long fingers, so she took me kind of early, which was great.
Yeah.
And then at 12, I started taking lessons from Jim Backety at the Port Royal Music Academy.
Oh, wow.
And have been with him since. He'll be performing with us that night too, and featured because he's an incredible musician.
Does he perform with you quite often? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
everywhere.
I think I don't
Yeah.
know him personally, but I can envision him because he plays the guitar as well. Yeah, yeah.
He's great. He's really great. And actually, the two other guys that are going to play with us are also previous students of his as well.
Oh, wow.
So it's really cool.
And I'm sure he, as a teacher, has to be super proud to have some students
Yeah.
performing and doing well.
Yeah. It's a special thing
I can imagine.
to be playing. And we played together since I was 18. I'm 27 now. So
Okay.
we meld real nice. And
Yeah.
it's just, there's nothing better.
Do you find it hard to play with new musicians? New musicians in the sense that you've never played with them before?
Yeah. It's like a feeling thing. We can all tell if we're going to improvise and where we're going and follow really easily.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, or when something feels really good.
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of people wouldn't notice those things, but it's a really just special.
I can sense that. I play percussion, and I have since I was in marching band. I mean, honestly, back in band, in concert band, in probably 7th grade or 6th grade. I'm 50. So that puts
That's really
anything.
cool.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But I can sense that whenever you're playing with somebody, you kind of get in the rhythm and you feel those body things. You know what they're going to do, or you can just tell.
Yeah. And that's what's special about the music we're going to play too. It's we released a Christmas album called A Thrill of Hope last year. Okay. And all of the music's on there, but it was developed over years of playing with these guys and doing benefit concerts around the Lowcountry.
Yeah.
So it's special music too.
Where
really
can
powerful.
where can somebody buy that?
I would love if you'd buy it. I mean, you can stream it everywhere too, but anywhere you get your music. If you go to my website, I have it linked all there. It's lizjanemusic.com. So
lizjanemusic.com.
Yes.
Right here.
Cool.
So do you play all over the county? Or the area per se?
Yep, we do. And this year we are kind of taking it a little further out than we have. Walterboro, we went up to York, South Carolina a few weeks ago. And then last weekend we were actually in New York on Long Island playing a cool place. My father's place, which is kind of a legendary spot. I mean, anyone played there before they were known, which was really cool. He gave us a chance. So
wow. What place was that?
It's called My Father's Place.
Oh, literally called My Father's Place. Okay. As much as I know,
No. And like Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel.
Everybody
the great,
played. Wow.
Everybody.
Well,
so he kind of just, it went great. We had a better turnout than I expected. And he was really happy because the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is kind of hard to bring people out.
Oh, yeah.
And so he was really happy.
With the turnout. Yeah, that's good. So this is happening the 17th.
Yes.
What else is happening between now and after? So after that till Christmas, what do you got?
That's kind of the last big one.
Okay.
We're doing another fundraiser concert on the 18th at Tidal Creek, but we're really pushing the music from the Manger because it's Port Royal. We're raising money for the YMCA also. That's
great cause.
Benefiting from this. So definitely like they're a foundation for our Port Royal community and do so much. So it's great that they're benefiting from this too.
It is. It is. We love Port Royal. We love the YMCA. We love everything about our communities.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to play or where?
That's a good question. I mean, music from the Manger last year was awesome.
It was. That setup, the way they had everything set up and the lighting and the fact that you were almost on the water.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
No, not at all. It was the coolest location. And it'll be just as great this year, even at the YMCA gym.
It will be.
And I mean, the lighting guy is amazing. I think his name is Martin, and he's got quite a background and he's volunteered his time. It's a really cool thing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So your favorite place would be...
For anyone who wants to listen.
Yeah. That's a great answer.
It's nice when people are sitting there trying to listen to music instead of being background. So any situation like that is
I could
great.
see that where you're just filling a space for a business or whatever. They're there not so much for you as they are for that. But,
exactly.
But it is. I could see that whenever they're there specifically for you. They're more involved. They're more invested.
Yeah.
And they're fans of yours.
Yep. It's a lot easier to hold people's attention rather than get it and then hold it. So.
That's as a lot of people don't think of it that way, but that's 100% true. I couldn't imagine trying to get their attention and hold it.
Yeah.
In a venue like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of fun. I mean, it's so much to be vulnerable and put yourself out there in music. So if I'm not having fun, it's not worth it. And I'm just having a lot of fun.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So what's new in 2023 for you guys?
Writing.
Okay.
I might go up to Nashville for a bit and see who I can meet and what I can do. And obviously probably some Christmas shows too, but really focusing on creating original music now. So we'll see.
Writing is very lucrative, especially if you get wrapped up in the right artists.
Yeah.
And then writing is where it's at.
So we'll see.
What have you read? Have you written anything that's been picked up by anybody else before?
Not yet, but there is one song. We'll probably play it at Music from the Manger.
Okay.
It's called Precious Are the Few. We met this writer last year. His name is Lathan Hudson, and he was a big writer in Nashville. He's in his 80s now. So he asked me to sing this song, and some big people had demoed it, but nobody ever recorded it. So it'll be really cool to kind of introduce it. I'm hoping he can make the show.
Yeah.
He lives in Alabama, so we're trying to get him to come so we can play it for him live. But he wrote #1 hits for like B.J. Thomas, and Elvis was about to record one of his songs right before he died. So I don't know. It's a great song.
Yeah.
And it's been fun to get to know him and just, I don't know, work with people and work on my writing too. I haven't done it enough. So.
It's got to be a skill set that not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And for you, so this is just from a musicianship question. What comes first? You have a song idea in your head and you write those down and then you work on the melody?
That's a good question. No, it's the melody
first.
Melody
first.
Yeah, and then that'll make me feel a certain way and then have an idea to try to express through what I feel from the melody.
Yeah.
And Jim is great to write with too because he's just brilliant, honestly, with arrangements and stuff. And I'm like, I like that, but I want it to sound more like this, and he'll give me something else. Nice. And he's great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've always been curious about that. And I don't know, do you think that's with everybody or some others? Yeah, because I've seen other people, they write stuff, or they're on their tour bus or whatever. Yeah. They have a book, they have all these lyrics, and then they see it behind the, in the studio or do whatever.
I don't know. I'm going to ask people.
Yeah,
when I meet
I'm
them,
really
I'm going to
curious.
ask them.
I'm super curious about that.
Do you write?
I do not write.
No.
I wish I had the mindset. I have a lot of things playing through my head at all times. The fact that I don't know if I would have time.
Yeah.
Or the mental capacity to sit down and write.
Yeah. Well, you're creative so much with your job too. I mean, it takes a lot to sit down and create something. I don't know if you agree, but
I do agree. Yeah, for sure. It's challenging at times, but I love what I do. Yeah,
it's great.
It is.
This is super cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So Music from the Manger is the 17th.
Yes.
They can buy tickets now from musicfromthemanger.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know the cost of those tickets?
They are $30 now, but we do have a family ticket if you want 2 adults and then up to 4 kids, and I think a military discount too.
Oh, nice.
So
excellent.
Yeah.
Yep. So musicfromthemanger.com, Liz Jane and some other artists. Yeah. Tickets are available now, and this is happening at the Port Royal YMCA.
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me.
This was so much fun.
This was fun.
It was. Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.